Can someone please tell me how to grow this side of my booty? My sides? Because as you can tell, these sides they're not growing. There's nothing there. It literally goes back.
Okay, ladies, listen up. So the main muscle group you're targeting is going to be your glute maximus. In order to work it properly, it's helpful to do exercises like this to warm up your glute medius, which is located right underneath your glute maximus. This will help stabilize your glutes and get them ready to work. So the first glute maximus exercise I'll recommend is going to be the stiff-legged deadlift, or a Romanian deadlift. Building your glutes is all about hinging at the hips. And with a Romanian deadlift or a stiff-legged deadlift, you can hinge more than you typically can with a glute bridge. And again, by hinge, I just mean folding at the hips. The goal is to focus on letting your glutes stretch and then squeezing them in as tight as you can as you stand up. Think of this movement as a back and forth movement, not an up and down movement. You'll also feel a lot of hamstring involvement in this movement, but that's okay because your hamstrings tie into your glutes. Now, just because glute bridges and hip thrusts are not as effective as a Romanian deadlift doesn't mean you shouldn't do them. They're a great exercise to be able to tap into a better mind-muscle connection and put a lot of tension on your glutes. When you do these, focus on driving your knees out and squeezing your glutes in. And if your gym has it, a machine glute bridge is going to be better, just because usually you'll be able to get a greater range of motion. Now, the third exercise I'm going to recommend is an old, reliable, old faithful. Barbell squats are great for targeting both your glutes and your quads. You want to set your feet up to be about shoulder width apart. Keep pressure in your big toe, your pinky toe, and your heel. Push your knees out so your hips open and squeeze your glutes in as you stand up. As you squat down, your goal is to have a straight line from your shoulders, knees to your toes. And again, the common theme, think of this as a back and forth movement, not an up and down one. Remember, you always want to start off light and gradually build over time. One of the most underrated glute developers are going to be lunges. Focus on getting a 90-degree bend in both knees and extending up as you stand. Again, squeeze your glutes in at the top. So stationary lunges or lateral lunges are going to help a lot in activating your glutes. One last thing to mention, if you're not taking this into consideration, is to make sure that you're dieting properly. If you don't have a high protein diet, nor in general your calories higher, it's going to be hard to grow. Comment below anything else you want me to share.